It's always fascinating to witness a developer's first project make its way into the world. You can often sense the passion behind it, a reflection of something personal, unfiltered, and without the constraints of external expectations. These are the games that often push boundaries, surprising us with how deeply they connect with the player base. Animal Well is one of those rare gems. A game that challenges conventions and resonates on a level that's both unexpected and deeply meaningful. Animal Well began as a passion project for developer Billy Basso in 2017, and after years of dedication, it was finally released in 2024. Upon release, the game quickly captured the intrigue of players around the globe who were eager to venture into its intricate tunnels and uncover its hidden oddities. While you'll engage in the usual Metroidvania activities, solving puzzles, leaping across floating platforms, and dodging creatures, there's something truly unique about Animal Well. What exactly sets it apart, and why has it garnered such widespread acclaim? The answer isn't that straightforward, but let's start with the basics and dive into its core gameplay. The game begins with a Kirby-like blob emerging from a flower with one simple but vague goal: find the four missing flames and return them to their pedestals. And that's about it. That's all the information or tutorial you'll get for the rest of the game. For some, the lack of tutorial, narrative journey, or clear objective might be a turnoff, but it's part of what makes this game so unique. Without a defined motive or path, you're free and encouraged to start wandering as soon as the game begins. While you'll eventually need to collect all four flames to complete the game, the order in which you do so is entirely up to you. This non-linear approach to progression creates a genuine sense of exploration and invites you to venture off the beaten path to explore every corner of the well. I often found myself wandering down a side path that led me somewhere completely unexpected and far from my original intention. But that's part of the charm. There's no feeling of a primary or secondary path, and no matter which way you go, there's always something intriguing to be discovered. With the interconnectedness of the well and the freedom to choose your own path, it is unlikely that any two players will follow the exact same route to the end of the game. In classic puzzle-solving fashion, as you explore the well, your charming little blob will collect a wide variety of items to help navigate the tunnels. These items are unique and a lot of fun to use. Instead of the usual genre staples like bows or grappling hooks, the game offers up everyday toys like a frisbee or a slinky. And as I mentioned before, when you get an item, there's absolutely no explanation as to what it does. This encourages you to experiment and discover cool and unique ways to use them to get around. The puzzles in Animal Well also stick to the theme of self-guided exploration. While most of the puzzles involve jumping and timing rather than any true head scratchers, I often found that I could reach my goal in different ways depending on the items I had or preferred using. Sometimes I even wondered if I solved a puzzle as intended while solving it nonetheless. This flexibility shows that there are multiple paths to success, allowing you to get creative with the tools you are given. It's a fantastic feature for a game so focused on the freedom of exploration. Not only do you get to choose your route, but you also have the chance to solve simpler puzzles however you see fit. However, there are some times when failing a puzzle or missing a jump can be pretty punishing. Save points are somewhat scarce, so dying or falling down multiple levels can mean climbing back up the well and redoing puzzles just to return to where you were. While later stages of the game provide enough tools and shortcuts to make this less frustrating, there were still moments where I felt overly penalized for barely missing a platform. Fortunately, during those frustrating moments when you're climbing back up after a fall, you can take some comfort in the game's stunning visuals. Animal Well is a beautiful game where vibrant colors contrast with the gloomy, eerie atmosphere, creating an overall visually pleasing experience. The well feels alive with various creatures moving around in both the 2D space and in the background. Grass and lanterns shift and sway as objects interact with them. The deep attention to detail makes Animal Well enjoyable even just to watch, as the cute little blob explores the complex pathways. The pixelated art style does have its drawbacks. There were times when it was unclear whether an object was something you could interact with or just part of the background. Hidden passageways were particularly tricky to spot as they blended in with the environment and were often more easily noticed by looking at the pixelated gaps in the map. Perhaps the most frustrating aspect of Animal Well is in its abundance of secrets. While the main objective of collecting the 4 flames and defeating the final boss takes about 5 to 6 hours, the game doesn't end there. In fact, it feels like the true goal is actually to find the numerous hidden eggs scattered throughout the well. This involves hours of tedious backtracking and repeating already solved jumping puzzles to search every inch of the well for eggs. To achieve the true ending, you have to find all of them, which took us around 18 hours, making the bulk of the game a monotonous egg hunt. Additionally, there are other secrets so well hidden that it's almost unreasonable to expect players to find them without third-party help. It's clear that a lot of time and effort went into hiding this content, which makes it feel like a bit of a missed opportunity not to have focused that energy on expanding the core gameplay. Unless you're the kind of player who enjoys the literal Easter egg hunt that Animal Well offers, the core content might fall short of your expectations. But let's take a step back. Up to this point, what I've described sounds like a quirky and cute but otherwise fairly average puzzle platformer. And to be honest, that's how we initially felt about the game. We were left a bit puzzled as to why Animal Well has received so much praise. To answer this, we decided to dig deeper into the community of players. Our research started at the Animal Well website, where they literally describe the best way to play the game. The advice reads, I encourage people to find a small group of friends to play along with and refrain from looking secrets up on the internet. Once you've reached your limit, join the broader community, see what others have found, and maybe make some new friends. So, we did just that, and in doing so, discovered the true depth of Animal Well. As I mentioned earlier, the excessive difficulty of finding all the secrets hidden throughout Animal Well will likely turn off many gamers. However, the care and creativity that Billy Basso put into this incredibly complex puzzle box is astounding. During our research, we combed through community posts and videos to see what people were discovering and how they were doing it. And we were honestly blown away by the collective effort to unravel the game's mysteries. While today all of the secrets can be found online, that wasn't the case when the game first launched. Animal Well created a unique moment in time that organically brought the community together with a shared goal of cracking this intricate puzzle. That moment came and went, and that's what I find the most intriguing about this game. The outrageous complexity of the puzzles was solved in real time through the friendly and supportive collaboration of a huge community of gamers. If you're curious about the level of internet sleuthing this requires, I suggest you play the game and then dive into the community yourself. In all of my years of gaming, I can't say I've seen or experienced anything quite like what Animal Well achieved. It's truly one of a kind, and it was a pleasure to witness the gaming community come together to achieve what even Billy Basso thought might never happen. If you decide to jump into the well, be prepared for complex puzzles and mind-bending secrets. While most people probably won't have the time or dedication to solve everything, doing so on your own or with friends will be an incredibly rewarding experience that you won't find anywhere else. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and subscribe to support the channel. And until next time, cheers.